So, Bobby, we're training real estate agents in Australia in how to capture clients and win listings in any market.
Mhm.
So, tell me, how does that work?
Well, first of all, when you're looking at, by the way, hi Tracy. So, anyway, what we're looking to do to capture a client, well, think about it. Your listing photos from the very first, from the time that you post those out, you have the ability to be capturing people you've never met. You don't know that they're even looking to sell their home. It's a real rare opportunity, and it's one that needs to be understood and taken advantage of. So what I'm looking at is this. Let's say we've got two people and they're looking to potentially buy a house. So what they do is they both sit down in front of the computer and they, put into the computer, we want 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, this neighborhood, et cetera, et cetera. They put all of that information and they hit enter. Well, at that moment, they start looking at all the different pictures. And so after, about 5 or 6 houses, because let's be honest, most of the times the listings aren't that memorable. They're not very exciting. They all look the same. The pictures are too dark. You can't really tell what room you're looking at. And if you see one more collection of elephants, you're like, come on, does anybody? Nah. So the other person peels off, but the one intrepid soul stays there and continues to look through the house or through the houses. So then I look at it this way. I call it the honey house. This is what happens. Okay. So after they've looked at a few homes, after a while they'll hit on a house and they'll go, honey, come here. You are not going to believe. Can you believe, look at this house. Can you believe they actually let somebody take a picture of their house looking like that? And they sit there and they go through the photos, laughing to each other, saying, oh my gosh, I would never do that. Can you believe it? What were they thinking? And then also in the back of their mind, they're probably thinking, what was that realtor thinking? Okay. So then the other person goes away and the intrepid soul continues. And after looking at, forgettable home after forgettable home, nothing that really rises to the occasion, they come across what's hopefully your listing. And when they see it, they go, wait a minute. And they quickly go through the photos and they say, honey, come here. Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe this house. Come here. And then the two of them sit down and they very slowly go picture by picture, talking about that property. And what do? They're going to find out, well, who's got that listed? Because they want to call you and they want to take a look at it. But you know what? Many times those folks haven't even put their house on the market yet. They're just looking. First of all, they're kind of looking at their competition, but they're also dreaming about their next home. So here's this great opportunity. You've not said one word to them. You have not spent any more money than you would have on any of your listings to capture these particular clients. So they call you. They look at the house. That also compels them to start the motor running to getting their home listed. And hello, do you know studies show that generally a home seller speaks to one realtor before they sign? They all talk about getting 3 people to come in, but studies show the first realtor is the realtor. That can be you. And that's what a staged property can do for you. So then once you've talked to them on the phone, you come in and you're at the listing presentation. Part of what our course does is I want to give you the words and the phrases and the understanding of the psychology of what's going on with the lister. I want you to have the words to let them know, this is my process. The reason you called me is because of this process. I work with a professional stager who will come in and make recommendations based on your time frame, your budget, and your lifestyle. Keep that in mind, and your lifestyle. They're going to make these recommendations so that you can present your home as strong as possible when you do enter the market. Now, understand, what makes me unique is the fact that I look through every perspective of the presentation of your home. And also, what I'm very proud to tell you is that my homes, even in a seller's market where houses are selling, in a day, my houses are actually selling record-breaking prices in those neighborhoods, because any home will sell in a seller's market. But the process is how much money are you leaving behind on the table? And keep in mind, when I'm talking about a staging, I'm not necessarily talking about bringing in furniture and all of that. That's been a misunderstood aspect of staging. A staging consultation, I like to say, is the backbone of a strong staging program for my realtors. And generally, they're a 2-hour consultation where the stager will come in, and again, time frame, budget, and lifestyle, to keep all those things in mind. And they talk to them about not only what they need to prepare the home, but also what to do to prepare for the photos. Remember those compelling photos that made you honey house number 2? So as we go through this whole process, what we're looking to do is set yourself up as that expert. And I also want you to have strength of conviction that this system works. So should someone say to you, oh, we're not going to do that, guess what? You have the freedom to say no thank you to the listing. And I will tell you, psychology shows that when you take something away from someone, they want it more. So by keeping your standards high, by keeping your system in place, you will set yourself aside from the other realtors. You will set yourself up as that true professional. And then when things turn around and we find ourselves in a buyer's market where there's a fear, there's a fear about, oh, should I spend any money on my house? Guess what? A consultation is worth its weight in gold. And we're looking at, prices anywhere, I don't know, a 2-hour consultation, depends on your area, anywhere from like $300 to $500 for the 2 hours. And you know what? That $300 to $500 is going to light up your business. And when you understand the reasons behind it, it's not about making the house look pretty. It's about making it marketable. It's about making it compelling enough that buyers will pick up that phone. Once you get all of that in place, it doesn't matter if you're in a buyer's market, a seller's market, you will be the go-to agent that people contact. I have agents here that they're living that. That's exactly what they've been doing. And so it's an exciting time. I wish if I was in Australia, I'd be there. I'd become a realtor, because you know what? I understand the power behind staging. I also understand the really important portion of proper photography. When those two are combined with your pricing expertise, oh my gosh, sky's the limit. Your future you can create. So that's what we're doing. That's why Tracy and I have teamed up together to do all of this. It's because it's not theory. It's practice. I've tried it out here. I've worked with hundreds of realtors. I've worked with thousands and thousands and thousands of homeowners that are of all different personality types, etc. And I've worked in a huge range of pricing. And through it all, my goal has always been not to make the house look pretty. Many of the homes I go into are quite lovely, actually. But what can we do to make it marketable? That's what this course is all about. And that's what I want you guys to know when you're done with, when you've gone through the process. And I want to hear all the success stories. It's been fun hearing the ones so far that's been shared with me.